Good morning. I have to put something in front of the camera because good morning. Behind it is a pile of laundry. Good morning, Nina. Hello, Sarah. I was like, oh, I got to get on early because Sarah's doing Koya, and oh my God, my coffee's across the room. I'll be right back. Hold on. I didn't want to keep anybody from being delayed for doing a Koya class. I think I'll try and do it with the little girls. And then later today at 10:30, 9:30 Central, there's a bunch of pet lover tribe stuff going on today. Hi, honey. And people will be talking about the products and things that they do for animals, and 5% of the profits from sales made today will go to a charity. Mine will be going to the litter box in Ogallala, Nebraska, which is where we got Ginger Rose. It's a woman, two women effort. Gave her a brand new box of toys, and it took her 30 seconds to get back over here. Nope. Here. Crayon. Crayon for you. Morgan bought the non-washable crayons. Who does that? Here. So let's dive right in while the babies are entertained. How's your morning? I know. I was like, rookie mistake. I'm going to tell her that. I'm like, this is a total rookie mistake. I looked at these and I was like, these aren't the washable ones. She's like, yeah, they're crayons. I do. All the better for you to see my tattoos with. It's hot. It's going to be warm here. It's warm in the house because the babies are teething and they don't feel good, so it's extra warm. So I had a sweater on, but I'm like, ugh, it's like 70 degrees in here. But you know what? It's not my house, so if she wants to buy non-washable crayons, it's going to be, yeah, it's already 57 here. It's going to be warm. It's like, hello, December. What the hell? So anyway, today's our Dao De Jing Byron Katie study day. I'm surrounded by clean folded laundry, and I didn't have to do it myself. It's also not my laundry, but clean folded laundry looks amazing. The effort it takes to get all that. Today's chapter is number 19, and we're starting in this lovely, poetically gorgeous book. I like the, hi Tanya, hi everybody whose name I didn't get, like everyone came flooding in all at once. Nope. I'm going to get 5, nope, here you go. You're sticky. Raw silk and uncut wood. I like this one a lot. I read it right before I got on. Stop being holy, forget being prudent. It'll be 100 times better for everyone. Who are the worst people in the world? The people who think they are holy. They are wholly irritating. Stop being holy, forget being prudent. It'll be 100 times better for everyone. Stop being altruist. Stop. Let me start over. Stop being holy. Forget being prudent. It'll be 100 times better for everyone. Stop being altruistic. Forget being righteous. People will remember what family feeling is. Stop planning. Forget making a profit. There won't be any thieves or robbers. But even these 3 rules... Whoa, hold on. Hold the phone. Total chaos. Madness and anarchy. Mayhem and madness. So funny. Yowie! This must be a really powerful reading. I don't know what's going on with my camera mount. Alright, where were we? But even these 3 rules needn't to be followed. What works reliably is to know the raw silk, to hold the uncut wood, to need little and want less. Forget the rules and be untroubled. So I'm going to read that over because what chaos. And it's so pretty. I hate for it to be lost in my phone incident. Raw silk and uncut wood. Stop being holy. Forget being prudent. It'll be 100 times better for everyone. Stop being altruistic. Forget being righteous. People will remember what family feeling is. Stop planning. Forget making a profit. There won't be any thieves or robbers. But even these 3 rules needn't be followed. What works reliably is to know the raw silk, the uncut wood, need little, want less, forget the rules, be untroubled. The phone incident of 2015. That's like 4 times I've dropped you guys on the ground like that. Sorry. Uh-oh. What did you do? I'm not going to look. I'm going to pretend total ignorance. So this is on the heels of the day before. It's still relevant today. This chapter and the 2 before it may be read as a single movement of thought. Raw silk and uncut wood are images traditionally associated with the characters Su, S-U, simple, plain, and Pu, P'-U, natural and honest. The raw silk and uncut wood imagery I like a lot because it's like the pure, before we've imposed a form on it. It's raw, it's uncut, its potential is all still there. We haven't imposed a form or dictated a destination for it. It's just there. Possibility. That's what I like about that image. It's just all the possibility, all the potential is still there. Elmo's singing. We have a reprieve. They're actually being really cute today. Even though they're teething and they don't feel good, they're still being really sweet. So let's read Stephen Mitchell's version of that chapter. The letting go of the traditional business model and the idea of internet marketing has been remarkably refreshing. I've really let that go in the last few months, and I didn't realize how much stress and energy that was taking out of me because it's so foreign. I kept trying to learn it and kept trying to learn it, and it's hideous. It's not for me. So chapter 19 in this book is throw away holiness and wisdom, and people will be 100 times happier. Throw away morality and justice, and people will do the right thing. Throw away industry and profit, and there won't be any thieves. If these 3 aren't enough, just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. That's really good too. Just stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. That's also refreshing and just deeply relaxing to just take a spot at the center of the hurricane and just rest in that calmness. I love it too. Stay at the center of the circle and let all things take their course. Everything takes care of itself so much faster and more efficiently and better than we could imagine when we just get out of the way. Get out of the way. Baby Chuckles. You want this? You want to read that? Get started. Tiny philosopher. Little tiny goddess. You reading it? Read it. Can you guys hear her chattering to herself down there? She's reading. She's holding it up like that. We stop things more than we help. Yeah. things are flowing along and we're like, I should get in there and meddle with that. I should get in there and muck around in that business instead of just letting go and letting it take care of itself. It's very rare, unless we've been centered and received an impulse to act, it's very rare that actions we think up out of our ego are going to be, at most, they're just going to waste our, at worst, they waste our energy. I don't know what I'm trying to say. We either waste our energy or we totally screw things up. I guess at a minimum we waste our energy, but a lot of times we just kind of delay things and create complications that don't need to be there. And our controlling nature just comes out of fear anyway. Periscope will break you of that. When I think about how my catch channel catches every one of these, and so unless I go in and delete them, and there's been a couple that I've wanted to go delete, and I haven't let myself, because it's like, this is the truth. But we're so good. We are so good at that. We're so talented at it. I leave those up on the catch channel as evidence to myself that it's okay. Just smell some rose oil. The rose oil is the best. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. We're talented. We don't remember to use our powers to our best advantage. So number 19, here's what Byron Katie has to say about that. Pretty short. Sesame Street's a hoot. Can you hear Sesame Street in the background? It's actually pretty fun. You are the wisdom you're seeking. An inquiry is a way to make that wisdom available whenever you want. My experience is that there's no one with more or less wisdom. We all have it equally. That's the freedom I enjoy. If you think that you have a problem, you're confused. Good morning. God's will and your will are the same whether you notice it or not. Playful puppies are awesome. You don't have to comment. It's totally okay. It's not possible to have the concept mistake unless you're comparing with what is with what isn't. Without the story in your mind, it's all perfect, no mistake. Strangers used to hear about me and show up at my front door. Did you realize that? People would just come to her house and just show up on her doorstep in the beginning, in the late 80s. Some of them would put their palms together and bow and say namaste. I had never heard that before. People don't say namaste in Barstow, California, the little desert town where I lived. So I thought they were saying no mistake. Namaste, no mistake. I was thrilled that people coming to my door were so wise. No mistake, no mistake. That's how she heard it. There's a perfect order here. Holiness and wisdom are just concepts separate from ourselves. We think there's some idea. Isn't that cute? I really like that, no mistake. It's so true. Holiness and wisdom are just concepts separate from ourselves. We think there's some ideal we have to strive for, as if Jesus were any holier or the Buddha any wiser than we are right now in this moment. Some people might take issue with that statement. Who would you be without your story of yourself? It's stressful to have ideals that you can achieve only in the future, and the future never comes. What in the world do we think we're going to get? We're striving so hard to get somewhere. Where in the world do we think we're going? When you no longer believe the thought that you need to achieve anything, the world becomes a much kinder place. Okay. Sin, too, is a concept. Think of the worst thing you ever did. Go into it as deeply as you can from the perspective of the person you were at the time. Where are we going? With the limited understanding you had then, weren't you doing the best you could with what you knew at the time? If you really enter this exercise, you'll see that nothing else is possible. The possibility that anything else could have happened is just a thought you have now about a then. An imagined past you're comparing with the real past, which is also imagined. We're all doing the best we can. And if you feel that you've hurt someone, make amends and thank the experience for showing you how not to live. No one would ever hurt another human being if he or she weren't confused or animal. Confusion is the only suffering on this planet. I was once walking through the streets of Dublin with a Catholic priest who appreciated the work and did it on a regular basis. That's surprising. To the beach. That's where I'm going. We came to a cathedral. He invited me in. We walked around. He said, "This is a confessional. Would you like to step in?" It seemed important to him, so I said yes. I stepped into his cubicle, he stepped into his, I stepped into mine, and I thought, what do I have to confess? I searched and searched, and nothing came. Then through the little window, something did come. He began confessing to me. He started spilling his guts to her. Later, outside the cathedral, we applied the 4 questions to each imagined sin and turned it around, and he said that a great weight had been lifted from him. Everyone is doing his job. No one is more valuable than the other. The things in the world we think are so terrible are actually great teachers. This reminds me. Yesterday when we talked about gratitude, we got the gratitude card that Heath pulled. And we talked about, or the book said something about unconditional gratitude. I wonder how much our gratitude would change, or if it would change, because I haven't done it, if we listed out everything in our life, even the things we label as yucky, and put them on our gratitude list. If we want to do unconditional, because our gratitude list tends to be things that are super positive, things that we would label positive, generally speaking. But if we put it all on there, do you? That's cool. Oh, that's okay. You guys get here when you get here. I think I'm gonna try that. Because aside from the financial impact, I'm really glad that Heath has almost 2 weeks off. Our marriage is taking a beating with his night shift, this weird shift, and me being down here 2 days a week. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! What's the matter? Oh, broken-hearted. Oh, goodness sakes. I'm broken-hearted. Broken-hearted baby. Oh, there's the laundry too. Oh, she never watches these, so she won't be mad at me for not getting it out of the way. Everyone has laundry, right? Some more than others. You had a new moon fire last night and burned all the bank attorney papers. Yay! Burning up the past. Oh, I'm surrounded by it. Surrounded by laundry. Well, there's 4 people in this house. 2 of them are babies, and they run through a lot of clothes. My daughter's a clothes horse, so even as an adult, she still changes clothes 2 or 3 times a day. That's awesome. That's great, Michelle. Burn up your past and thank it for the lesson. Did you just wipe your nose on me? Ew! Yuck. Oh, let's see. Things in the world that are so, I bet you do. I bet you feel really light. That's great. There's no mistake. There's nothing lacking. We're always going to get what we need, not what we think we need. Then we come to see what we need is not only what we have, it's what we want. Then we come to want only what is the way we always succeed, whatever happens. She's teething. So she doesn't feel so good. And that's it. That's for that chapter. We do the best we can with what we know. Do you see the nose wiping? And when we know better, we do better. Right? Maya Angelou said that. What? Stop wiping your nose on me. You yucky banana face. Ew. Ew. Banana face. We know better, we do better. When we know what to do different, we do it. It's just most of the time we don't know. You can't have that. You can't have that. You can have this. How about that? Oh. Look. Look, baby. Right there. See your hearts? Oh. Let me get her where she can see them. Oh. Yeah, this hearts. The camera angle makes her face look all... Yes, I'm just saying. I'm glad to hear that you burned all that stuff, Michelle, in the new moon fire. New moon fires are really good. Fire is good. Even just writing problems down on a fire, on a piece of paper, and then tossing it in the fire is really... Ah! Babies! Babies! Oh. Yeah. Look. You cutie. You cutie. That's all I have today. Sarah's coming up with a Koya class at 8:30 Central. So that's 9:30 my time, 8:30 Mountain. No. 7:30 Mountain? I don't know. Anyway, catch the Koya class. It's so good for you. It's so good for me. I'm going to try and turn it on. Oh, the baby Jesus. I think that's hilarious. I love the idea about swiping the plastic baby Jesus and leaving a fruitcake in its place. Yeah, smoke takes it up and out and returns it to where it came from. And any remaining garbage that belongs to other people is out of you and back to them. And you're welcome. It was a little disjointed. So I was a little disjointed Thursdays and Saturdays. I appreciate you guys sticking with it. It's harder for me to focus. But you can't stop your practice just because there's kids around. Yes, it's life. Yeah. There's chaos and teething and sticky faces, and you still have to keep going. What? The Crystal Shop has 30% off everything. It's opening at 10. Take your biggest credit card. Uh-oh, that's Gigi's laptop. Okay, I'm going to go catch Sarah's Koya class. If you're not following her, which I think you all are, but she's at Thrive with Sarah. Any replay viewers, look for at Thrive with Sarah, S-A-R-A, and catch her Koya, which is Q-O-Y-A class. You will not regret it. It's a very powerful practice. Especially good when you're going through lots of changes to help the body keep up. Oh, okay. All right, I'll see you later. Have a great day. Love you too. Love you guys. Say bye. Oh my. Say bye. No, don't scream. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yeah. Say bye-bye. She just noticed it. She was like, wait a minute. Say bye-bye. All right, have a great weekend, guys.